Hello students, once again welcome to my channel. Today my topic is something different. Okay, though this is English channel, but today I am going to give you something different. Today I am going to tell you about the reduced history and civic syllabus for ICSE 2022 board exam. Previously I uploaded a video of English literature for both ICSE and ISC reduced syllabus 2022 board exam. Today I am going to tell you and discuss you about the history syllabus. Okay, come on, let's start. First of all, you have section A, civics. Okay, the union legislature, meaning of the federal setup in India. First, you have Lok Sabha. From here, you have to study term, composition, qualifications for membership, parliamentary procedures, a brief idea of sessions, quorum, question hour, adjournment and no confidence motions, speaker, election. Okay, and from second part, that is Rajya Sabha, you have to study composition, qualification for membership, election term, presiding officer, powers and function of union parliament. From here you have to study legislative, financial and control over the executive. Clear? Exclusive powers of the two houses. Clear? Next, you have union executive, that is the president. From here you have to study qualification for election, composition of electoral college, reason for indirect election, term of office, procedure for impeachment. Okay, and in powers of the president, you have to study executive power, legislative power, discretionary power and emergency power of the president of India. You need not have to study financial and judicial power. Clear? Next, we have the vice president. Over here, you have to study only qualification for election and term of office. Okay, no need to study the powers of the vice president. Clear? For knowledge, you can study everything, but it's not in the reduced syllabus. Clear? Next, we have prime minister and council of ministers. From here, you have to study appointment, formation of council of ministers, and their tenure, position and powers of the prime minister, collective and individual responsibility of the members of the cabinet, distinction between the council of ministers and the cabinet. Clear? Next, you have judiciary. Over here, the first is the Supreme Court. From here, you have to study composition, qualifications of judges and their appointment, jurisdiction and functions, original, appellate, advisory, revisory, judicial review and court of record. Okay, all these are very important. Next, you have to study enforcement of fundamental rights and writs. Okay, very important. After that, you have High Court. From here, you have to study composition, qualifications of judges and their appointment. Okay, next you have subordinate courts. From here, you have to study distinction between court of the district judges and session courts. Okay, and in the end, you have to study local adalat, meaning and advantages. Clear? Next, we have section B, that is history. Okay, first is Indian National Movement 1857 to 1917. The first war of independence 1857. Clear? From here, you have to study only the causes. Okay, that is political causes, socio-religious causes, economic and military causes. The events, however, need to be mentioned in order to maintain continuity and for more comprehensive understanding. Okay, it's not so important. The main important thing is the causes. Okay, all the causes. Okay. Next, you have factor leading to the growth of nationalism, socio-religious reform movement, brief mention of contributions of Raja Ram Mohan Roy and Jyotiba Phule and role of the press. Okay, after that you have Indian National Congress. Okay, that is immediate objectives of the Indian National Congress. The first two sessions and their presidents should be mentioned. Next, you have first phase of the Indian National Movement 1885 to 1907. Objectives and methods of struggle of the early nationalists, any two contributions of Dadabhai Nauroji, Surendranath Banerjee and Gopal Krishan Gokhale. Okay, in the second phase of the Indian National Movement, that is 1905 to 1916. Okay, you have to study brief mention of the causes of the partition of Bengal and its perspectives by the nationalists, objectives and methods of struggle of the radicals, any two contributions of Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Bipin Chandra Pal and Lala Lajpat Rai, the Muslim League and its objectives. Okay, and next you have the phase of the national movement, that is 1915 to 1947, Mahatma Gandhi. Okay, non-cooperation movement, causes, Khilafat movement, Rowlatt Act, Jallianwala Bagh tragedy. Okay, programs and suspension, Chauri Chaura incident and impact of the movement. Okay, the civil disobedience movement causes reaction to the Simon Commission, declaration of Purna Swaraj at the Lahore session of 1929, Dandi March program and impact of the movement, Gandhi Irwin Pact and the second roundtable conference. The Quit India movement causes failures of the Cripps mission, Japanese threat, Quit India resolution and the significance of the movement. After that you have forward block, that is objectives you have to study of forward block, and INA objectives. Okay, and you have to study the contributions of Subhash Chandra Bose. Okay, next we have independence and partition of India. From here you have to study Mountbatten plan, clauses and its acceptance. Okay, and the Indian Independence Act of 1947, only clauses, nothing else. Okay, next we have the contemporary world. From here you have to study First World War. Okay, causes, nationalism and imperialism. Okay, division of Europe and Sarajevo crisis, and results, Treaty of Versailles. From rise of dictatorship you have to study similarity between the ideologies of fascism and Nazism. Next you have the Second World War. From here you have to study causes, dissatisfaction with the Treaty of Versailles, rise of fascism and Nazism, Japanese threat, invasion of China. Okay, Japanese invasion of China. Okay, failures of League of Nations and Hitler's invasion of Poland. Okay, and then you have United Nations. From here you have to study the objectives of the United Nations, which is very important. Next you have to study the composition and any four functions of the General Assembly, the Security Council and the International Court of Justice. Clear? After that you have major agencies of the United Nations. From here you have to study UNICEF, WHO and UNESCO, any four functions only. And the last is non-aligned movement. Okay, and from here you have to study brief meaning, objectives, names of the architect of NAM, that is Jawaharlal Nehru, President Nasser, Joseph Tito. Okay, up to this much. It is the syllabus of ICSE reduced syllabus 2022. You will go through it. Okay, I am concluding my video here. Next video I will bring something new. Until then, goodbye.